just wonder where everyone went.
I know the people from the apothecary are in, but other than that, I don't know.
There was a refugee. No, not a refugee, but a shelter for people who were struggling down by the docks. The leather worker, Mr. Shikar, and I went there once, and maybe I should drop by there and see how they're doing. Though I think Miss Marin would be better at would be better at providing some comfort to them because, well, I don't know if you want to. I'm sorry if this offends your religious sensibilities, but she would be in the cult of Isara, or not cults. Why am I saying such things? She's a priestess of Isara, and she did seem to have an effect over there when she was over there.
I believe it's a monk. Is the word you're looking for?
Wasn't there?
And she looks like she can fight.
She's teaching me a few tricks, and it's helping me a great deal. Breathing to stay calm, stay grounded. And it's helped me quite a lot.
One of the few good ones in Gradia.
What do you mean?
It's rare to find anything that doesn't cost something.
That's true. Didn't this clinic have a man of its faith visit here? What about him? Would he be able to provide some relief?
I don't believe. You mean our faith or?
Right. There was a man of your faith. What was of Sotor? I remember there was a man walking.
Passed.
What? That's sudden.
I can't go into details, but he's
well
no longer with us.
The glimpses I caught of him, he didn't exactly look young. So maybe it was just old age, maybe. Well, I am sorry for that.
Tell you.
Well, I'm not religious, but wherever he is, I wish him well.
If you would ask a lot of people, they hated him.
And why was that?
Because many of the tenets of our religion do not look well upon non-human.
Is that really true, though? Do people really have that sentiment? They just to not like someone because of the way they were born?
Many of the people from the Imperium, yes. I don't quite think the same way, but if you were to ask anybody on those ships, it is likely you would get a much different answer.
Because I know a lot of my friends are not strictly human, but they've treated me well all the same. I don't know why they would think such a way. What?
History is the problem. Theosia has, at least the human kingdoms where Theosia was, have a rich history of being manipulated by others. And that resentment has taken root to what it is now.
If it was manipulation, that sounds like a problem between government and leadership, not from the regular people of such places.
That's why I say I dislike Eshmeth Lost. not the people inside it. They are two very different things.
I see. Well, I would say regardless of what people might think of the Lector, I think he would be at peace now, hopefully.
I hope so. When you get past his xenophobic tendencies, he was a very smart man. One that actually cared for people.
Do you miss him?
Unfortunately, not many got to see that side of him before he died.
You sound like you miss him. I'm sorry if I'm bringing up bad memories, but I think it says a lot about you that you're willing to look past someone's bad qualities to see what worth there is.
I'm one of the few people that did, at least with the Lector.
Come on. Yeah.
What's your name, sir, if you don't mind me asking? I'm Leona. Say
Pleasure
again,
to meet
please.
you.
If anyone asks,
Forward.
he was one who fell in the monster attack.
I'm Leona.
Anyone
Pleasure to meet you.
I appreciate it, even though I just happened to come up just for no reason, but on a slow day I did have questions about this place. It's been here as long as I've remembered it being, but it just always seems so separate unless you're actually needing treatment to go to come over here. Yet when the ships came into town, I saw so much activity, so many men, wagons, crates. And that was after the Lector and his men came around, or I've seen men following him. That's why I say he and his men, but it must be interesting. Is it?
And that is one way to put it.
So, is it true that Theosia is a rich country? That people don't have need of, or not as much want for food and struggle as I might have seen in other places?
That is correct. In Theosia, anybody can get an education. Same for any of the territories that we take over. Unfortunately, it's a human-only boon.
I'd be curious to visit there one day.
Ideally, that would change. I'd certainly recommend it. It's nice being able to walk the streets, no matter where you are, at least in the core provinces, and not have to worry about bandits. You won't be accosted and walk around unarmed.
Is that really true, though? That just seems so... That
Yes,
just seems
it
almost
is.
too good to be true. So you're saying nobody is of that much want to take from another person like that?
I'm sure it happens, but it's not nearly as bad as it is here. It is very unlikely to happen. Rare, very rare even.
It is a bit bad here. I mean, to the point where we've had to have regular guards for the bathhouse. And even then, it didn't really...
There's an alley named after the amount of stabbings that happen in it. I would say this is pretty bad.
I thought that was just the whole town.
It kind of is now. But originally it was just one alley and then it spread.
That it is. That's why I'm getting lessons from Marin on how to defend myself. And other things from other people. I've decided it's a bit foolish not to know how to not to know how to protect oneself.
That is unfortunately true when it comes to Gradia, or at least Nodis. Take what you can get, as this country only knows how to take from others.
Don't I know it? Well, it was a pleasure, sir. Maybe we can talk again one day.
Yeah. Ideally when, other things that are happening here aren't so, tense.
I do wish you luck.
Thank you.
Evening.
Likewise. I should not be afraid to talk to people. This is what I'm attempting to do. I'm just trying to provide moments to anyone that might have me. It is a bit hard standing in VR though. It's still a little bit warm in my room. It's probably the rig dumping heat.
Don't get too close to that.
I'm just a bit curious.
They'll think you're doing something all... Well, everyone's fucking curious, but there's a reason why they have that wall there.
I suppose. Though that wouldn't stop anyone from the upper floors from really looking over. But I can already see these ships are quite big.
I mean, fair enough. That's a fucking blood moon.
A blood moon. I've only heard of such things in storybooks. Do you mean a red moon? An actual blood-colored moon?
As a book merchant, I've read a lot of stuff, and that's something that's quite rare. It's very rare. Why there is a blood moon in the first place really puts me in a shock. In different races and sorts of things, a blood moon is used as like different sorts of meanings. It's odd.
Well, I actually do find the
As
red
far
sky.
as the blood moon goes,
I do find the red sky quite
There's-
alluring. Hello, sir.
fancy moon tonight, huh?
Very peculiar.
Do you know what the blood moon is?
Probably not a good omen.
Well,
I mean,
that's pretty much known through most races and what they go through. They say it's a bad omen for more things, or just a sign for something bad to happen. Or, you know, if you want to go on the good side of things, which I usually don't. Well,
I mean,
some associate it with a little luck. Well, ill luck. So, bad luck or whatever. So, it's literally just bad stuff in general the blood moon is known for. So, bad luck, whatever it be. wherever it is. But I don't believe in such things, so.
I mean, that's just a perception, isn't it? I find the sky quite
It's just a
beautiful
rare.
right now.
It's just a rare moon. I do think it is too.
She is.
Although that's just me. Sometimes I find the most dreary and dreadful things fascinating as a researcher and record keeper myself.
I see.
Sometimes you have to find the good and the bad.
Alright.
Find the good and the bad.
People say, Bargo, that doesn't sound like you. But it's just how it is. That's just how you should think.
Are you saying that's how I should think, Mr. Bargo?
Well, I mean, if you just look at the bad and the bad, it will just stress your life out. You'll get graze from that. You wouldn't want to get a graze as a bathhouse worker.
What if I do it?
What if you get grace?
I think you'll look cool.
Already got him. Can't get
I know,
any worse.
I know. Oh, shut the fuck up. Did you really have to turn your horse like that tightly around? I feel so sorry for that horse.
Isn't that... Aren't you just looking at the bad and the bad right now, sir?
What? What is it? What is it? You'll have to say that again. You like lagged up for like 5 million times.
You're breaking up quite a bit, sir.
No.
Just look over this way. Look over this way.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better or still same?
It's a bit choppy now, but I can hear you better now. Now that you're looking this way. Yeah. No, it's. I think it's just choppiness. I don't think it has to do with the horse. You
Mr.
might be
Bargo,
running
do you-
something in your head in the background that makes it worse.
Do you know what's wrong with him, Mr. Bargo?
Better.
Do you need to go to the clinic, sir?
Ah, I see. No, I think he's fine now. But no,
called training.
training. Fair enough.
Floating
by the
bee.
way. Oh shit, why is none of that? What the fuck? Give me just a moment.
Are you
Give me
training
just a-
something? Going on
I'm
TikTokers.
training?
Sorry,
shut
didn't
the
tell
fuck
you. I
up.
noticed.
One thing. Okay. Let me just say this right here now. There's something weird that went on, and the Inquisitors are very much open about it. Last night I was in the tavern, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was night killer shots. There was fire, smoke, everything on the brim. And then I saw a creature jump out from the clinic. Didn't look anything natural, right?
What did it look
And the Inquisitor said, yes, it's a... looked like skin and bones. I only could see the silhouette of it. But it was just...
Are you sure that wasn't just a very sick man?
I've never seen something jump like that.
Okay.
Nonetheless, just keep on the lookout, you know, because I saw that happen, and they said that it was a monster or a beast, and that they got rid of one or two of them. So that just happened. So last night, I was just reading a book at the tavern.
Out of curiosity, did anyone else notice that the moon seems a bit red?
Very much so.
Yes. So, there's a significance behind it.
And that is?
Well, if you really put your horse in the
Back
worst
up carefully,
position
sir.
ever. Anyways.
I was gonna
anyways.
have him kick you, Boggo, but
No. Listen, I risked Betsy for your life once. You better not fucking kick me with your fucking horse. Anyways. That is actually known as the blood moon.
Oh. I see.
It's very rare. Like, that's the most logical way I could say. It's a very rare thing within records. I used to be a book merchant, so I read a lot of shit.
How rare would you say it is?
My first time seeing it, really?
Same
Although,
here.
I don't know.
Though if people say it's a bad, if people say it's
They
a
say
bad
it is very
omen,
rare.
should we?
Yes, it's known as a bad omen.
I think it's quite beautiful. Should we
I
really
see.
be? Should we really be bound to that perception?
I mean, I just care for the one thing, which is that it's just very rare. I don't believe in any shits that go around. So, even though I hold a book of Asara in my... Well, I've told them to look at the good and the bad, right? It talks about ill omens and, you know, catastrophic things happening, but it doesn't say to who or to how, right? It's very limited in what it talks about. So, but that's what it
Nicodemus,
speaks
drop
about,
down
is
to
that
drive your module,
something
please.
catastrophic or ill luck will be spread across.
So, who would actually know these things for sure instead of just these stories and rumors?
I mean, different races know their own things. Can't remember at the top of my head, but they're all different meanings from the other people that know it. Maybe ask around the elves or someone else. That may be more learned.
Might be a good idea then. Alright. Thanks for the information at least.
Of course, always available for a good talk of knowledge. Me, a non-religious man, reading a book of Asara.
If you don't mind me asking, you do look worried. I know we don't know each other, but if you wouldn't mind telling us what's on your mind, I'm open to
That is a
listen.
sign of me moving the fuck out.
Oh, they're going the other way. But
Oh, thank
I'm
God.
worried about my husband,
Oh, God.
Jonathan. He was supposed to meet me here in town and hasn't shown up yet. Now I hear there's a blood moon, which is supposed to be bad news. I'm worried.
I mean, here's the thing that I think about, right? This could easily be solved. It could be... You could think of it as a bad omen to him. But it could be a bad omen to whoever wants to mess with him. Hmm?
I'm not sure if that's...
I'm not sure if that works that way,
I
but
guess.
but I think
It can work that way.
I think we should focus
It'd be
more on what's
great
on
if
the.
it
The other people just
could
have
work
bad luck,
that
or the
way.
other things have bad luck.
I think we should focus more on what's on the ground instead of in the sky. Because what matters the most is what we do in our everyday choices. So you have someone that's supposed to meet up with you, and well, what have you tried so far to find him?
Well, I was supposed to meet him here. I got a ride here earlier, and he was supposed to catch up with me.
Coming from the north, I presume.
Yeah, managed to slip by robber baron men because we heard there were orcs nearby, heard the horns and such.
And did he come with you through that con?
No, I caught a ride with a friend on a horse, and he said that he'd be right behind me after he grabbed all his tools.
Biggest bear, drop down to Drazker module, please.
Well, Maybe he just needs a day. After all, there's barely any openings with the Robber Baron's men, so give it time.
That's what I would say too.
All right. Thanks for the insight. I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna get a drink now.
As a cotter myself, that is what I can say in confidence.
Thank you.
Right.
Consider you ready to draw your weapon on someone if they try to force their way in. I know you're not much of a
Anything for the maiden.
fighter, but don't use that term here.
Right.
I'm just gonna hope
Where's
that
their old
that
town?
has nothing to do with the moon.
Another shop? I wish I could tell you, but I know too little on the subject.
Don't talk about home at all, other than calling it home.
Right.
Okay, well,
Everything all
okay,
right, my
well, you're
friend?
all debating this. I'm going to go practice.
Well, Mr. Tyr, I was curious to ask you what you know of the Blood Moon.
Mike Brewski.
Everyone has a different story for what a blood moon means. Most people will tell you that it heralds the coming of some great calamity. Personally, I've encountered something similar, though not quite the same, once when I was much younger. It did not herald a calamity. Although we did have a rash of thefts in the village. Mostly shoes.
That doesn't tell me much, except hopefully not to expect a even greater rash of thefts in Nodez.
My best guess is it has something to do with the changing of the seasons. We've, especially here in Gradia, we experience such phenomena quite frequently. I recall around this time last year, we had one morning where the sky was ablaze with purple hues. And when the clouds formed, they did not form as they do now. Rather, they created a spiral, almost like a tunnel that stretched across the sky.
I'm not sure what good it would do to worry about what's in the sky instead of what's around us and underneath our feet. Because we can hardly affect what goes on up above us, but what about with each other? Our own choices. But that's just my read on things.
You... I must say I'm surprised. Pleasantly so. Your wisdom betrays you, my friend.
No, I would say it's just a lucky guess.
That's not the sort of guess most people make.
Oh, I didn't want to interrupt your conversation with the gentleman right there. I seem
My
to...
conversation was complete.
I see. Well, I mean, I do find the sky quite beautiful right now, and I mean, if there is a reason for all the rumors, all the worry and superstition, maybe maybe it is rooted in truth, but I would feel more comfortable asking someone who perhaps has documented a reason why.
Well, I can think of one person in town.
And who would that be?
There is a scholar who frequents the tavern. I've only spoken to them a handful of times, by the name of Wilhelm. I recall he fancies himself an astronomer of sorts. He may be able to provide more insight than I could.
Astronomer? Is that...
Yes, it means he studies the stars.
So that is someone who worries about what's in the sky. I mean, what use would it be, though?
I could not say. Obviously there is a use, though, or his job would not exist, wouldn't it?
Unless he's some kind of fast talker that convinced someone that that this sudden role was necessary, but I don't know. Have you ever met someone who said they were some kind of diviner or some kind of predictor, fortune teller, and it just turned out they were just saying things? But I don't know.
Every other week in Nordic.
Yes. I think I've seen at least 3 different fortune tellers, or so-called. I didn't have the coin to spend on them, but I think that would only be... I wouldn't have any expectation to do so beyond, well, entertainment purposes.
It would be entertaining. Apologies. Did you require something, Sarah?
I thought I would impart a warning to you. Our blue-clad friend, however, they appear to be otherwise engaged. So I thought I would give it to yourself. You may not wish to venture too far from your home during the red moon. It can have some strange effects, especially amongst the creatures that inhabit some of the areas here. I would suggest that if you are going to make your way home, that you remain within its safe walls, shall we say. Otherwise, you may encounter things that you otherwise would not wish to encounter. This is merely a warning as a hunter who has experienced plenty in his time. Just some advice. If you would kindly ensure that the young lady hears of it, I would be most thankful. I do not wish any harm to come to her.
Questions,
Speak.
What are your intentions with my charge?
I have no ill will towards your charge. In fact, they did me a service by informing me of the passing of a friend of mine, and I had a message to relate to them. I have no ill will, and as I would hope they would see by my coming here, I do not mean any harm, nor do I mean any conflict. I merely wish to impart a warning which I have given to several individuals that I have met on my path. I'm intending to deal with any possible issues this evening. After all, the red moon is an interesting time to be a hunter, but I thought I would warn those who are less capable. She is, after all, a healer from my understanding. I do not wish any harm to come to her, especially to those that I have also helped rescue in the past. Merely a warning and a friendly gesture, nothing more.
Thank you, Sarah. It is appreciated.
I will I will take my leave. I do not wish to cause you any more discomfort amongst your people. I merely thought I would come and pass along the message. Take care.
I will ensure it reaches their ears. You as well.
We will wait further away until you know who is gone. Let's get behind our walls.
Are they still conducting business? Yes. Inform them that the clinicians have arrived again.
It would be effective
The
against
moment we
ships.
fire our forks at them.
You're more than welcome to make your suggestion to the Admiral, or Captain, or whoever's in charge of the fleet.
Isn't that the
I don't
Major?
know, I avoid the ships. I don't know, I avoid the
I
ships.
have
I
no
can't stand
clue.
being at sea.
Fair enough.
Makes me sick.
I just enjoy it when it's a bit darker and when it's a bit colder.
I need at least 5 more NPCs. Brunswick module, please. Also, if you're a wood elf, you should go with Faye. She's at the apothecary. Okay. I need you guys to get ready. Get into the NPC spawn, please. And go ahead and turn into
No interruptions.
elven soldiers.
No interruptions.
I
What?
will explain later.
We're getting
I'm
a call
sure
from
this
the
is
Elven soldiers.
fine.
Just so you know.
Have fun.
Everything is fine,
Oh, Elven.
and nothing can
Everything
go
is-
wrong.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
This is totally fine.
This is totally fine.
Until it isn't.
I'm so sorry I didn't get to interact with you as Poppy, and I totally would have let you go through with that, but I got called for a module.
Yeah, no problem.
Man, I sure hope Galale isn't mad at anyone. Oh.
What? No!
You want Galale?
Good
I look like I'm
night,
high.
lad.
Oh my god. No
Let me change.
Pretty sure we're supposed to be the green.
Green boys.
Well, I'd never had this character before,
Time
so that's why I need to
for
change.
Yeah, so just adjust it to.
Uh-oh.
time for the
That's
boyar
not
to
from
put
the
his
ground
What's the
module.
time for the boyar to put on his armor.
There is.
Oh,
armor.
50%?
Oh, forgot.
I'm just gonna go stare at him here.
Am I right?
That's
yeah.
55%.
Am I okay? Am I right? Should I do something? Should I get
Yeah.
helmet?
On global
What
color
module?
0.
What module is this?
Brunswick.
Bruns is called for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an add-on to our current one.
Do we have the cloak? Is my question.
I think you can.
had the
have
cloak.
it, yeah.
I just want to know.
a episode planning yeah, don't see why you should.
No, this is kind of like
Huh?
improv,
Sorry?
I think it is.
I'm Galale.
This is not episode planning module.
Oh, I meant
No,
I think it's more
it's
like
called as
improv.
to
No.
Yeah.
This is more improv. This is more improv.
I was waiting for him to say something.
Impromptu.
Yep.
Is it like is it an addition to what we're doing, or is it just like it's what we're doing?
I don't know. He just dragged us all in
I
here and
think
said,
this
"Stand
is
by
new.
We're doing
soldiers."
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. Until he says otherwise.
There we go.
I know that the emissary elf was at Venora's. Not entirely sure
Yeah.
what they were
I'm
doing
assuming that's
there.
got some reason to do with it.
Oh, what the fuck is all these elves doing here?
Elf gang has arrived.
Would you like to
fucking
find out and see? Who wants a bow now, guys?
Oh, I think I still need to
fuck
It's kind of funny because well, it's kind of funny because like my players actually never met talked with the emissary guy, so like he's just kind of out and about, but he's like the one high elf you would probably want to like talk with, like, hey, fine, you guys doing more, huh, guys? Guys?
You live in the human realm, do you?
I'm an elf. How's it going, man?
Indeed, they're not too bad actually. They have good booze.
You can't tell if I'm an elf.
Varsity booze.
You're just jealous because you haven't had what's it called?
Listen, man, you're fine, dude. Don't worry about it.
I can't remember what it's called. The stuff you dip.
Why is it long?
A jalab. You're just jealous because you haven't had jalab.
Fucking ears, dude. What do you mean?
The fucking fruit drink.
Oh, okay.
Get long ears, bud.
Ah, fuck.
Humans may live for a short time, but they make good food.
Calm down.
Have you had lembas for 10 years? Have you had lembas bread for a century? It gets fucking it tastes like shit.
How dare you? I love limbus bread.
You lie.
I thought you said you
You
love
just make
MS
lembas
Paint.
toast. You just have lembas avocado toast. Don't fucking lie to me.
Damn.
Also that cute.
You ain't an orc.
Again, everybody here, I need to be elven soldiers.
Hello.
Doing okay? Doing okay?
Yeah, I'm just getting off my feet for a second.
Elves are here.
I haven't crashed today.
Scrim scram.
Yo.
Yeah, I think Gambit's thing worked.
What's up? I'm gonna need you to play Strider shortly.
Oh boy. I hope my full body is charged. It should be.
If you're being
Actually,
with us,
I realized I have not used it since last session, so it should be fine. What's going on?
being elves with us, you need to be
Inalaman
2023
is sending some elven soldiers to follow Faye to make sure she gets back to the Grove in one piece. Because they believe that the imps are gonna snatch them up at any given time.
Gotcha.
Instead, they're gonna run into Strider.
This is gonna be fun.
And
We're gonna go shit in the grove.
Yeah. Go.
they can hear you, they can't hear me.
Okay,
Obviously, the Inalaman elf that I play has a bit of like it's hard to explain, it's like a force blast.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way he's gonna be able to keep Strider at bay. Otherwise, he's gonna rip through the other elves, and they're gonna have to pull back.
Makes sense. All right.
Oh boy.
And that.
CrossFit, I suggest you probably
I'll refrain from saying too much. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll break off from going after them and come after us instead, and then when we're on the player site, we're done.
Yeah. Priorities, I get it.
Most
Okay,
of the
perfect.
time.
All right.
And I know your arms can't do that. For
Team needs people, so unless he doesn't need as many people,
I
I'll
think
just
I find it funny. I come in. Hey guys, the elves are gonna do something. We're gonna get slaughtered.
It'll
Okay.
probably look pretty good if you get like as many as possible, but yeah, we'll say.
The man behind slaughter.
Shut.
Hey, where is Gerbum
Maybe we should do
anyway?
swordboard. On a boat.
He's on the ship.
Huh? What? Sorry?
Elves are about to get murdered.
What if he got scurvy?
Oh.
Yeah. In your dreams, nerd.
It's gonna be like 2 days, June. It's not gonna be that bad.
That would require a model update anyway if he gets scurvy. I think it's like veins on the legs or something.
Yeah, it's not pretty. I don't want to make the model maker have to sit down and update it or something like that. As funny as it
Imagine getting a regular disease in FT.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I know, right?
Dysentery. Imagine dying of a heart attack. Not me.
Just imagine dying of natural causes.
That sort of happened already. I think that happened to the other Tavern Keeper season 2. Sort of. I have to ask King Scourge again.
Wait, Crystal's.
No,
Crystal's
King.
died? No.
Brian.
Oh no! Wait, no.
Brian
no.
Gawain.
Brian. Didn't he get fucking murked?
No, he died because he
didn't take his medicine, I think.
It was either he didn't, he didn't take his meds.
Oh, from the season. Oh, yeah. I am thinking of. I was thinking of Christos. That's all.
No, Christos just got an arrow in his eye.
It was pretty fun when I got malice thrown in my face. That was fun.
Bet you never
Realization
seen
that,
this one
I could have just
before.
fucking died right there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Bet you never seen this one before.
Like, if I just didn't talk, I was like, oh, well, guess you're dead. It's like, oh, well, that would have sucked.
Gaining speed.
Yes, the elven technique.
Isn't that the elven? That's the elven force field, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking Duel of the Fates starts playing.
Oh my god.
He's all naked. Laugh at him. Laugh.
Nothing actually clashes like
Everybody's gonna laugh at your grave.
I hook you, you hooker.
We're just gonna do
You
that.
are now a hooker.
His killing efficiency has
That's like the perfect response if someone's using a bill hook on you. Oh, you a hooker.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Watch that glaive, man.
Wait, how many? Wait, guys, we just need to do the math. How many nat 20s will it take, or how many nat 1s will it take for Strider to die? How many nat 1s will it take? Just need to do the math.
Probably like I would say 20 is a safe number.
Okay, we're gonna do the thing very shortly.
Oh boy. Okay, so there's a chain.
Again, Strider will fucking tear through the majority of you.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
We're going to escort them. I need you guys to be ready to teleport on me.
I can hear it in my dreams.
Okay, he said to teleport onto him.
Be ready.
Get out there, you nerds. Go, go, go.
He said be ready to, not to do it.
Be green. Be green. Be uniform.
Be ready to.
Be green, QN. Why are you not green?
It does look like I'm green. Hang on.
You're not green. You are literally not green
They're
at
all
all.
elven soldiers, right?
Shit.
There you go.
Like that?
Yep.
Better?
Darker green.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. If you're using the polearm, you're not using a shield.
Damn it.
There you go. Perfect.
What's the voice settings again? I had to reinstall Windows, so everything's missing.
Use.
Was it like Doctor? Or something?
No, yeah, it's that one. That's the one I use.
I'm watching your.
All right, get ready to teleport on me.
On the road.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain. I can't wait to get ripped to
I'm
shreds
gonna
by
have to teleport onto someone else because
I don't see it, motherfucker.
Detect threat.
he's at the very
Come on,
top.
guys, there's 10 of us and one of them. We can take it.
Make yourselves all invisible. I want all of you to turn invisible and just start following me now. I'm with the player.
Testing.
Last thing you want.
Jesus Christ, phase dust and everybody.
wolf okay? Oh.
What fucking speed do you have, Faye? What the fuck?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Again, all of you teleport to me, please.
I don't think she realized we stopped.
After running forward for so long, Faye, you realize everybody is way behind you.
Oh my god, here we go.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go
But
fast, Faye.
as you all stand here, there is a strange feeling in the air. Your eyes dart around the area around you, carefully taking in your surroundings, looking for any sort of movement, any sort of irregularity. But you don't see one. But something about this moment, it feels as if you're too loud, if you make too much noise, it just feels like you'll attract unwanted attention. A strange feeling at the back of your head, Faye. A warning. It doesn't come clear from the wood, but there's a strange warbling in the back of your head. Something is looking for you all. So what's going to happen, Kimchi, is you're going to appear first.
Just say when. I've got voice set up.
Actually, I might have you appear second, if that's how it'll make sense.
Okay.
So everybody stand by, they're figuring themselves out. The feeling gets stronger. Something is looking, searching through the wood. All of you come with me. Hopefully they'll stay on the road. try and move ahead of them. They're gonna go into one of the buildings.
Is there a DM still here?
I'm present.
Gotta check the doors to see if they're locked.
This particular one is locked. This is ajar. It is ajar, yes. You hear the door of a building ahead of you slam shut. All right.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was unmuted.
My high elves, come over here.
I'm not certain. Check that door.
Need you to be quick. Show yourselves over here. Follow me. Hail, friends. So few of you, I thought there would be more.
Apologies. Some of ours were waylaid. We got
Are you in
separated.
charge of the others?
I am in charge of these who are present.
Let us cut to the chase, then. Your maiden is being followed. A warforged is on its way here right now. We have come to ensure her safety, but I would hurry.
Imran, what was in that building?
That door was locked. That one seems to possibly have something in it.
I don't think
you should be
to
checking.
press you, but I mean hurry.
Yes.
With speed.
Move.
Square formation, facing outward, shields at the ready. Possibly the worst square of my life. Good. Two torches, get them lit. Someone.
On it, sir.
At once, sir.
It's already here.
Redaya. Touch by the door.
Ella Hardy, close ranks. Shoulder to shoulder.
Surround the maiden. Eyes in all directions.
Of course.
Rely on your hearing in the dark.
When you are hit, you go reeling. Even if you block it, even if it's a shield, even if you parry, the swings of this thing are ferocious. And a majority of you will die. Kimchi, you are free to start.
You got it.
The joints. Aim for the joints. Yes, sir.
Well, that's not a good sign. The moon is red.
I've got a bad feeling about
Shields with me.
Close and aim for the joints. You fall with me! With me now! Sir, yes, sir.
We're going.
Show him down. You know your duty. Yes, sir.
for the joint. Following up the shield.
Sees the opening and he's taking it. No! No! Run!
Threat. Eliminate threat. Grab on. Come on.
Broke my ribs, I think.
Nothing we can't handle. Just gonna slide down, supporting the weight. Keep following to the right.
Open the gate.
Good man. Shit.
Almost there. It's gonna...
There's a slate window. We have to go. I cannot do that again.
Running. We have to find the gate. Come on. He's gonna run with you on his back.
Open the gate. Open the gate.
Close. Talk to me. Let me know you are still conscious.
God, I took a pretty nasty sword in my back.
I run ahead and tell Venora.
Go, now!
You suddenly feel the full weight against you, Tyr. There's no longer anyone helping you.
Come on, speak to me. Speak to me. Shit. Let's get you to a bed.
Fuck, is he the only one left?
The only one. He's sadly injured. We tried to fend off the Warforged, but he took the worst of it. Alright, let me get my potions real quick.
they definitely punctured something inside.
Someone get me a bucket. Something.
I know this camp.
Nimlife. Right. Bucket. This way.
Here's a healing potion. He has a punctured wrist.
Welcome to the Blood Moon.
Is that the usual modifier? Or is it an auto fail for one of them?
They're named, so usual.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, if you're watching, thank you so much for being here with us. You can watch the main point of view at twitch.tv, Mr. Brunswick. This is Fractured Thrones, Season 3, Episode 61. As soon as my, I think when my energy comes back, I'll see if I could do one more thing before I go today. Almost back. Almost back. Okay. Well.
Is there any chance you can hail one of them by the morning?
You hear them calling for you. He's moving.
Yes.
Might be too late.
Get the draft to him. If you have one, get to him now.
I don't have one made. I have to make one.
Then we deal with this as politically as we can. There is not enough time if he is awakening now.
That doesn't kill him. I'm just saying.
He already has a blow to his head.
Well, maybe.
That will likely kill him.
Politics.
Clear the room.
Is that somebody you really want waking up in the grove?
No.
I'm trying to think of like I remember Brunswick using that once when he was with Van Pelt or something.
Yeah, maybe. I
What
don't think they
y'all
would have gotten
doing
rid
over
of it.
here?
No.
I'm nothing disturbing ghost.
People
Ooh.
I'm dead.
Nice.
Strider. I think that was the first time I fought Strider.
Yeah, I guess they removed it. That's too bad.
Same.
I was gonna snag that up. Unless it's an Ireland model. I don't think it is.
Is it Empire Aspirant?
No, no.
Oh, I miss this model so much.
I miss playing these guys.
Oh
Oh. They look so cool.
They are cool. So much so I use the model for something else. And these are also one of my favorite models.
I miss the blue boys.
This is an S1 model.
Yeah.
Timeless look.
These guys are sick. Oh, they fixed their.
So sad when it dies.
Last name was Nessie.
My flag bearer.
It's my first name.
Do you need anything else besides
No one can replace
lines
it.
of your,
No one can replace it.
I can envision it now.
You really have to like lay it out.
Aw. I can't be. Aw, I can't be. Ooh. Alright. You best get out. The shop's closing out for the night. I believe. It was nice to still have visitors.
Aerith.
Hey, how do you connect to the document?
Oh no.
Night.
Are you confused?
I'd like a Yoshi.
Kimchi.
Hey.
How far is Corano from here?
At least a day. You could not make it in any stretch of time that would be reasonable.
Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're...
Sorry.
You're so lucky I have a little bit extra meat. I don't need to eat tonight. I give you something instead.
So, what brings this fish out of water?
I don't have anything for you.
I thought I was tired
They have something for you.
And I'd like to bathe in the sun. No. They tried to keep a little bit fun, which is a good thing.
There you go. Enjoy. Ah, so cute.
And what made you want to come out here?
Oh yeah. Anyways, Basil, as I was saying, all this shit went on last night, right? I was sitting right there. I saw everything from like the clinic. It was on fire. There were night killer shots. You know, there's smoke and everything. And then I just saw like a shadow figure go, and the Inquisitor was like, "They escaped."
Wonderful. That's so great.
So I was talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, it was a creature, whatever." Same night happened to me. My gas went out on me. I don't know fucking why. It was just an all night, way harder than this one.
I see Splinters. You said you wanted to speak with me in private, yes? Shall we go and talk in private? You make sure that these two finish up their bowl. You two are so cute. Oh, you're so cute. I can't. No, who's a good pupper dog? Oh, oh, you cute little kitty cat. Oh. So cute.
He would fight very hard. That's what I get at.
Coincidence? I think
Bad
not.
omen.
No.
I know he put up a fight, but
To be perfectly transparent with you,
I hope he's not foolish enough to try to fight the orcs.
I don't think he would be. Not at all.
I know. Isn't it something? Look at you with your cute selfie. Meow. I've only seen a rat swim in a milk pail before.
Check. Check. Yeah. Yeah. No. No.
Oh, good evening. Are you doing okay?
Did you see outside?
Yeah.
I did tell people that.
Seems that's.
I did tell people that I thought it was nothing to worry about, but the more I look at it, the more it just unsettles me. I expected it to look like something like a candied apple in the sky, but the longer you lay eyes on it, it just seems just garish. And to me, it might be just my imagination, but you can see a face in it. Something angry, evil. I want to see the good in it.
Evil's definitely the word for it.
I want to see the good in. I want.
Good in that moon.
I don't want to be someone that's hooked on perception. Because when you put image before truth, that doesn't lead to good things.
And it's so far been going with what the moon has been. You see him almost like at the point of tears, but holding it in.
Did something happen?
I'm just really apparently bad at talking to people. But don't worry about that. But yeah, that moon is.
Well, I do need to ask if it was a girl or something. I could try to put in a good word.
I think at this point it just needs time.
Well,
but from me confessing feelings, her saying, "I'll let you know." Me sitting alone, she came all the way across town, kissed me. Came back here, we started talking, and now she just wants to sleep and wanted me to leave, so.
Well, I think she just. I think she.
I'm just not good at talking.
No, I think if she was comfortable for you to that point, it wasn't. It's not a bad thing. It's just she probably wasn't looking for anything else. I'm sure the trust with you will build over time.
We're just talking about our pasts, and I apparently done something I shouldn't have at some point.
I'm sure she'll forgive you.
Hopefully.
It should be alright.
I knew I shouldn't have done anything on this night, though.
Well, I just want to take a look at it again.
Well, I'm gonna go mop down by the docks again if you want to join me.
Sure. Most of the work is done anyway, and I guess for maybe it is the blood moon, but work has been rather light. Nobody's been coming by.
I'm gonna do some touch-up spots so I can sleep here tonight. I think if I sleep at the Mercenaries Guild right now, I may wake up to them doing something to me, so... Hazing the new guy.
Wait, hazing?
Yeah.
If that means when
they call me Walnut now.
You don't look like a walnut, though.
I don't know. They're an interesting group.
Well, I would think so, being a bunch of men who rely on fighting for a living. I don't want to say aloud, but maybe they've collected their own damage that would drive them to do just strange things to cope. Just keep your wits about you. Do you want to stop by the tavern? I'm curious to see if Miss Basil is up there.
Yeah, we can stop. Either way. I don't know if you want to walk around or
Something else in your makeup? I believe there might be some elf. My ears aren't perfectly flat, but not quite pointed either.
I don't see her.
Tell me of your culture.
Yeah, I've not seen her either.
My culture, well, I was born and raised in the city, the capital around here. And it's been busy, but I was raised up with work on tapestries, and that's...
Did Miss Claudia get new pets? There's even a ribbon around that one. Slowly reaches down to pet.
Well, even if I was home, I haven't worked on too many tapestries and mostly working on the farm, making sure that my husband or self
That one's a biter.
I think it had a hairball. I think it just peeked on you.
Oh. Well, I'll try with the other hand.
I did. It was annoying sometimes, and sometimes the clients are right back.
Oh, my tracker.
So critiquing on the most minute details, saying, oh, the horse's mane should have been brown, not white, or vice versa.
Alright. Only one of my hands got messed up. That's better than nothing, right?
Some of the greatest things you love sometimes get ignored.
Oh, the dog likes her.
They're so cute.
Though they are much grown up now than they were before.
Did that one say Urif? What's a Urif? No, I'm hearing things. I think it's a...
you're hearing things.
I must be really tired. Are you sure they're not saying words?
I'm sure. They're just barking weird.
I'm feeling...
It's probably the moon messing with you.
What do you think What do you think of this? What do you think of that?
In the future, it never hurts you know? But of course, always when you're stable,
They-
then you have something planned out for them.
They don't seem worried.
The sex is good.
They're animals.
And
They may not believe in stuff like that.
That must be nice.
I agree, yeah. So that's why I've been working so hard the
Mm.
past couple of years to make sure the farm was ready enough that, you know, we'll be able to take some time away from the farm and still be able to raise them up inside.
I want to ask Shakar if he wants pets. But these two, I see, you see them wearing things. I think someone's claimed. I think they might be Miss Ladia's. I don't know if Miss Ladia has pets though.
I'm not sure. I've never seen them before though.
Interesting. Well,
I'm sure if they're hers, they'll head back to her place.
Oh. Goodbye. You know, I can't help but think if I didn't go out in the blood moon tonight, I wouldn't have met those nice creatures. Would you call that a bad omen?
It's more what evil is going on somewhere else in the world.
I do see a face in it, though. Like how you can make out certain shapes in clouds. Maybe that's a bit much. Maybe I shouldn't say aloud that I can see faces on that moon. It has an eye patch.
Entitled to their own opinion. I feel like that would be one big eye patch.
All this work I've been doing, at least it's kept my mind off certain things. Kept my mind off my family, off people we've recently lost. Off those ships, especially.
I didn't have a chance to go to her grave today.
I wonder if... I'm sure she'll understand. I'm always thinking about her.
So is there anything else in the bathhouse that you need to be taught, or has my work been completed at least for you?
Everything should be fine tonight. I can't do everything. I've been working straight on since before sunrise. I'm quite beaten down, honestly.
Well, I meant, is there anything you don't know how to do yet at the bathhouse? Not... I wasn't saying is there anything you haven't done at the moment.
I'm pretty sure if the mechanism to fill and drain the tubs broke, I wouldn't know how to fix that. That's always been a mystery to me. I mean, I know how to clean everything almost as good as you. I mean, most of the stuff is just being in front of people and helping them forget. That I'm not good at because I'm wrapped up in my own things most of the time. Even on those few times...
Tonight just showed I'm not good at that either.
Even on those few times that I'm with someone, almost every time they tell me I look so sad. Even when I'm trying to look happy, I just look like so all the time. Is it that deep?
I don't know, I'm sure it's just something you'll get by. I guess the real question is, are you sad all the time?
Maybe I've just... I miss things a lot of the times. I think of things that I don't have anymore a lot of the time. I worry so much of the time, and I just want to do a good job in everything I'm doing as well. And I guess I overthink sometimes. I'm worried if I'm doing right by Lily. I'm worried if I'm doing things as good as Basil would have done.
See, that first part, I think you should already know the answer to that. Lily wouldn't want you to worry. It was more for how everyone else felt over herself. I know even when I was trying to teach her how to read and write, it was all about me and how little sleep I was actually getting because I was teaching her, even though I said I would.
I am in this relationship.
I enjoyed doing.
I'm in this relationship with Shakar now. I just worry if I'm going to do it justice. If I'm gonna be able to give back what he's giving me so far. And it just started on little reason. I'm fine with it. I'm completely fine with it. I smile a lot easier around him. He seems to get me, but I don't know why, but it's also another source of worry.
I think every person has that though when they're in a relationship. It's nothing to really worry about. It just shows how much you care for him because you don't want to mess anything up.
The man is, how can I put it, he's a goofball, but I sense this.
After today.
I sense there's a lot of steel behind his eyes. Not just on the cage around his face, but he has a glance. He has a gaze that looks right through you when he's focused. I think he got that for a reason. He got that
Most do have a serious side.
I think something happened to him in his past that made him gather that, and it's, to me, when I look at him, that seems more intense than in other people. Other people look more distracted, or they seem slightly more vacant, but he is he's sharp. He's so sharply focused on something. I just don't know what. Maybe he just wants to survive like everyone else.
Probably wants to survive, wants to flourish, and wants you by his side while he does.
I even told him that I even told him that I wasn't gonna let what happened to Lily go, but then he... The first thing that happened was that he said he understood. He only dissuaded me. He only said, if you become a hero, Leona, I'll follow you in the underworld. As absurd as that sounded, it... I don't know. But then he warned me not to be a hero, but he also said he understood why I thought that way. And yet... And yet he told me that the man that killed her was dead. So that was quite a wave that I had to go through in that short conversation. From being scared to admit my deepest feelings, to him telling me now that there was no... that there was no outlet for that anymore. I can't...
Sometimes it just makes you want to scream into the water.
If Lily's at peace and Naraz is dead, then there's not really a point in seeking out that reckless path. But yet Basil
Well,
seemed...
again, I don't think she would want anyone to do anything stupid.
And yet Basil...
All she wanted was for everyone to be happy.
I saw Basil in... with leathers and an axe. But 1 or 2 days after.
I heard a rumor about that.
I saw it. She looked so different. She still had her hair done the same way, but she was covered head to toe in leather and had a sharp axe given to her. Or she had some, I don't know where she got it, but she had weapons and armor. She looked like she was preparing for war. But I don't know what became of that, because I saw her this morning. I saw her this morning asking me for laundry, asking me to help asking me to let her wash the delicates again. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she's coping, maybe... I'm worried.
And she was sick. She had a cough a couple days ago. Didn't see her at all yesterday.
Maybe she had a bad fever. But what happened to Soma? Isn't Soma supposed to be taking care of her?
Tell you the truth, I have no clue what's going on with any of that. Like, her and Soma are supposed to be married, but like, I don't know. I guess it is kind of working at the bathhouse related, but just how she is with Garban. And now she's staying with him, but obviously she needed a place to stay. I don't know, it's just all really weird.
How is she with Gervin? I mean... Didn't she have...
Together. They're like a bunch of old friends.
I suppose. I just want them to do... I just want her and Soma to do well.
You may want to raise yourself up. I hope they do well too. But... Well, again, he did propose and she said yes, so...
So that's what happened.
I feel like if they weren't doing well, she wouldn't have said yes.
I spent so much time looking for a dress that would do it justice, and not just show up in my regular bathhouse wear.
Oh. I don't know if all the things were split up yet, but Lily did have a couple outfits, and I think are about the same size as her.
I need to go find those then. I don't know where those are. If she kept those around, those must have been important.
Well, she had a black and white one, and she had her, one that matched Basil.
That would be the last one I'd wear, because I would not wear that because that's specifically dedicated to Lily's memory. I would not wear Lily's matching clothes. That would make it too presumptuous. I don't have the same relationship with Basil that Lily did. Not even close.
Well, I'm just saying, there is that black and white one.
I'm trying to figure out
but
what to...
I feel like the... I know a lot of the clothes get, you know, dispersed and passed around.
So why hasn't Basil taken
Easier
it?
to mix and match.
Maybe Basil's not prepared to go through her things.
I don't know if she took it or not when she left.
I'll have to check and I'll have to see if I can follow up with Basil next time I see her if she's feeling okay. But again, it's been what?
Well,
It's been less than 10 it's been less than 10 days since Lily died. It's still fresh. We try to pretend it's been longer, but it basically just happened. It just happened.
But I'm just saying, if you wanted something that wasn't your normal colors. It was just a thought.
Well, the moment's passed now, and I did miss... I pretty much missed the whole ceremony. Then I got caught up in work, and before I knew it, everyone was already walking back.
I don't think they've had, like, their wedding yet. They did, like, an elf tradition, but I don't think they did an actual wedding ceremony.
Aren't those things supposed to be the same, though? A proposal?
No.
Oh.
So
they're not married. They're just engaged then.
Yes. Still have a chance.
That is quite different. Well,
unless they did the elf tradition as their ceremony, but I don't think so.
What's the elf tradition?
I was really tired. I didn't sleep for 3 days. Like making a wish and throwing a certain kind of flower into the water.
I don't know if that would take precedent
I
because
unfortunately don't know many of them.
unless I'm mistaken, it's the woman that has to take the man's name. And I'm not very well versed in these things. I never.
I'm not it.
So who? I
As
wonder
far
who
as
would
I
follow
know,
who.
They haven't had a. They didn't have an actual ceremony besides that tradition with the flowers when he proposed. So, as far as being there for her, you still have a chance. You haven't missed it.
I also heard whispers that there was someone important in town that died. Rumors that a good part of the town went out to see her, but I wasn't there either. I just seemed to get sidelined when important things happened. But I guess I don't... I guess I don't have to be at every single thing in town. I've just been getting by lying low. I know the types of things that happen in this town, and it's an awful, awful thing to draw attention to yourself. And yet, I still walk out here, I still stand here. I don't know if it's in defiance or in... Maybe I'm just trying to see... It was Mr. Bargo that told me don't just look for the bad in the bad. Look for the good in the bad as well. Like maybe there's a perspective that people aren't looking at. If the blood moon is indeed evil, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a warning. Maybe it's just...
At least for elves, it's seen as a sign of suffering. Somewhere in the world, great evils are taking place, and it is reflected in the pale light of the moon as it gazes upon the dark of the living world. That's why it glows red.
Maybe it should be valued that these things are brought to attention. That we shouldn't forget that people are suffering. That people are suffering elsewhere, and that people are suffering elsewhere while we might be living relatively comfortable lives. They see the blood moon and they flee and...
that every day. Just knowing... Kinda sad, but... Every day just thinking that I'm free is... almost a hell at this point. Because Lily never got her chance. I know I wasn't the one that did everything to her, but I also wasn't there to help her.
There wasn't much anyone could have done. There were so many men there, they just pulled Angus aside. I think if even Angus, Tang, Mr. Aegon was... I think if everyone we knew was there, it would have turned into a bloodbath regardless. And if we had stopped those 10... If we had...
She didn't deserve to die.
She did not. But... I think she saved Basil... No, I know she saved Basil's life. And...
Well, either way, I'm living the dream that she wanted. But I feel like, in a sense, I robbed her of that.
No, you shouldn't feel that way. I think she would... I think Lily would be happy. Lily would be happy that you're here. She would be happy that you're moving forward, and that you're going to keep people safe when you move forward with your dream of being a mercenary.
Obviously, she would be happy for me. The type of person she is. Like I said, that's how I feel. I feel like I've robbed her.
No. It was...
I feel like we both wanted the same thing and fate chose me to have it. Well, I've only been near her grave twice. It hurts so bad going out there, knowing.
I do the best I can at the bathhouse for not only Basil, but for also Lily. It hasn't borne fruit yet, but I'm trying to make the bathhouse safer. I want to get that Warforged by. And if he can't be there, I want him to show up when something happens. Just to put the fear of fury and steel into the minds of those that would try to hurt us again. It wouldn't be blind revenge, it would be protection. We've suffered so much recently because of evil beings, people who just saw us as a threat for no reason. And as Basil worked to protect us, I would like to do so too. And if I can't protect them, the next best thing I can do is just to help make their lives as comfortable as possible. And if it means keeping them from working,
tried to do too.
if it means keeping them from working from before sundown to deep into the dark night, I can do so. I can work for hours upon hours on end. I don't mind it. It gets my mind off things. I'm good at several smaller tasks that people don't pay attention to. I did this with my family. I did this with my family.
Not have, but I know.
I try. I've sold so much coconut water. Probably the only reason I haven't been hauled up by our owner for not generating enough money. Or maybe he knows. Maybe he knows that I am good for the bathhouse, even if I don't directly collect the coin. I can pull lives
One
with...
of the better cleaners there.
And I do try to help people feel... I do try to help whoever walks into those doors forget about things. Just forget about all the ills and everything awful that's happening. And we don't charge to talk to people. We don't charge just to have someone sit in the water. And maybe that's all they need to get their mind off things. Off an otherwise awful and horrible day that this town can dump on people. If all I do in my life is help others create good moments and good memories, or if not even just good memories, just to distance away from the bad ones, I would say I've done a fair good. And I do know, I did try to do that before with my old family. We were part of a traveling act. I couldn't sing, I couldn't dance, I couldn't charm the snakes out of the basket. I couldn't do the puppet show, I couldn't do any of the other things except for the things that nobody cared about. And thus by pushing everyone else up, thus by doing all the other things, I think I made a difference. Well, for that time, anyway.
I wanted to ask more about your backstory, but that's kind of how I got fucked up earlier, so...
Again, despite all Despite all, we remain. Despite all, we remain. I couldn't help Lily. Except I did. When the bandits attacked us and all the bathhouse girls, I helped Lily, I helped Aegon, I helped Sunny, I helped Basil. I helped the other girls when other people thought that we were
Do you
easy
know
targets.
how many times Lily talked about that?
I don't. I would imagine a lot, though. No, she says she saved my life, and I think she did. I was almost blindsided with a sword. And that's when something flicked, and I fought for my life with everyone else.
She told me the moment she saw someone attacking you and Basil, something just changed within her.
I think
when
that
she started attacking with the bucket.
I think that's what happened to me too. I think that happened with all of us.
But she did say that if it wasn't for you, she probably wouldn't have won the fight with you. And you guys made a good team.
Maybe we didn't steal from Lily. We didn't steal from Lily. I think fate picked both of us just to continue the gift that was meant for her. Yet instead of it being bestowed on one person, it was bestowed on both of us to remain. To do our best in our respective ways. So instead of just her, it's the both of us and maybe more. And probably Basil too. And as bad as it might sound, I think what happened to Lily it'll eventually strengthen all of us. Maybe. It just pushes up. It just pushes up. It just pushes us that much further forward. We know it's serious. We know our friends can die if we don't do the best that we can each day. And now, Lily's at peace. She is free. And to a point, so are we.
Still wish mine and her roles were reversed though.
I agree. I feel like when I stand like this, I feel like an older soul. Someone who's done this in another life. had my heel shaved off. I had my heel shaved off so I can walk around better, so I can move and get a better stance.
Well, it'd be better if you got attacked not to have the extra height.
One day I'll just need different clothes, though. But this actually does have some function. It's hot every single day. It just doesn't seem to let up here in Nodus.
Tells me after wearing this for today, I agree.
My eyesight has just. Oh my god, that is so creepy. My eyesight just adjusted. Your eye is staring at me. Could you stay right there for a moment?
Yeah. Alright. Oh, I see.
My eyes are just adjusted.
You're so pretty.
What do you mean? What do I look like?
Well,
You are.
I was in the zone for a few moments.
Incredibly sexy.
I'll get another chance.
Generally how it goes.
It was all those cats licking me. That's what it is.
Perhaps, are you, like, covered in scales? Is that what it is?
I'll just do it anyway.
Sorry, I got scared for a second. I had that tendency. Do not,
I'll be good trying to zone everything out.
do not look too deep into it, okay? I wonder what this one is. Do not examine too much, otherwise it might hurt. I do have some scales on me. Like my chest and my arms I have scales. My face I have certain scales, not around my neck and my eyes. It makes it hard to breathe. I have some scales around my feet and some on my legs. And then the mid-wrist area I have no scales.
Make sure you don't turn too far, else you're gonna give them an opening.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, you are fine. You are fine. Excuse me while I fix myself real quick. Because being in that bush seemed to actually break my back a little. Usually I have to kind of...
Oh, no. Yes, it's been cracked a little bit. Yeah.
A bunch of quotes and stupid meaningless words and all.
I might be more tired than I thought I was. I've been working all day.
Yeah.
When did you want me to walk you back?
If you need more time here, I'm fine. I usually come out here. Hmm?
It's over there.
So I can walk you back if you're tired.
There is no moon.
Just a few more minutes.
There is no moon.
Right there.
Oh, shit. It's scary, but it is pretty. I feel some of the scariest stuff are the prettiest things. Fire? For me, fire is very scary.
Really?
But it is very pretty.
Be careful of your footwork.
A lot of beauty, a lot of safety and comfort in the flame. I'll be honest.
I find comfort in seaweed burn. I like the cold, but I also enjoy the heat as well. It is a mixture of all. Sometimes you can, like when it starts to get cold.
I can't do that.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing for it to be cold for like a couple of months, and then it gets, now it's starting to get hot. I'm so tired of being cold all the time. I like that. That
I
makes
see.
sense.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Probably having some.
Make sure your back leg is secured or else you're gonna be off balance.
Learning to fight.
They're wanting to fight.
It looks like they're
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're just practicing.
Better.
Oh, they are just practicing.
Hello.
Hello then.
Hello.
Now this is
Oh.
the easy part is getting it off, but trying to get it back on and not really crazy while doing it is wild. Could you look over there real quick? Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, what's this direction other than the super scary pretty red moon?
That is where the blood moon is. I just learned that. That is in that direction. Oh, look how pretty the ocean is. Welcome to the beach. If you're bored.
It is very pretty, but I never like getting too close, you know.
Don't worry, I'll give you protected.
Right.
Yeah, that's all you have to do, and then they get scared. Yeah, you do that. Especially if you wave that thing around like you're punching it. You just kind of.
I'm worried
if I'm
if I go
attacking
too
you.
fast, the oil's going to spill.
Maybe, right? Hear me out. Don't want to get too close to it, but touch it. But you grab the bottom of it, and you just throw it as
tuck
hard
it
as
at
you
them.
can. Right, and then
Yeah.
it will ignite like the sun. And it will burst into flames, and they'll scream in agonizing horror and pain, and then you'll probably scar them for the rest of their life, and they'll probably remember your face and hunt you for years to come. But you killed them! Due to the depression over years of not being able to find you because you have fled the area. Okay. I'm spiraling again. We need to walk, or otherwise I will be stuck here forever. You know, I have this thing. Wherever I sit, or wherever I stand, I become.
Alright. I'm ready to walk back.
You were getting better as you went. Just gotta make sure when you do your transitions, it's really quick. Because, if you take too long during the transition, you leave yourself more open when you're halfway through it.
I'm still... I just need to find Marin again. I mean, Shakar says he'll train me, but... he just seems very busy these days.
Are you militia trained yet?
I've only been with Marin a couple of days. But it felt so good. It felt so wonderful. It felt so wonderful. I could breathe. I could smile, I could speak. There's a reason, but...
I can't really help you train to get better, but I can spend time with you as you train.
That's appreciated too. Alright.
And also I can actually help you learn to read and write if you don't know how.
I think myself pretty decent at it. I used to handle the,
Oh, okay.
I used to handle books and things and paperwork for our family's traveling show. I'm actually not too bad at it.
Look at that, you don't need me then.
But I think that's a secondary skill when you're trying to survive. What is it? What was the saying?
It's always a nice little benefit.
What was the old saying? It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. think I'm more like the
Makes
gardener
sense.
right now. But anyway, let's...
You gotta watch out or else those thorns will kill you. Or, you know, you gotta learn which mushrooms to eat and which ones are gonna kill you when you eat them.
Mushrooms, huh?
And there's certain, like, mushrooms that you can eat and certain ones that are poisonous.
I have
Same
heard...
with fish.
I didn't know that much... I didn't know that was the case with fish, too. I thought most fish were good to eat.
There's a couple that if you eat them, I know it'll kill you.
Oh.
Unless you have apothecary with you.
You think Mr. Gerben would know what these kinds of fish were?
Oh, he lived on the sea. I believe I heard that correctly. So, yeah, he may know.
Mr. Gerben
Or
lived
if
on
you
the
talk
sea?
to the fisherman in town. I think I heard that, but I don't know, maybe
Well,
I'm thinking of someone else.
We already live next to the sea as it is. It's not that outlandish.
Maybe he said something like his tart was with the sea. That's why he stays here. I don't know.
Can you come over this way? I want to show you something that I noticed while I was while I was meeting up with Basil.
Sure.
It was right around here. And aunt and my family used to make things like that.
Been there for a while.
I think it belongs to the master blacksmith somehow, but it reminds me of something that my family used to make. I've forgotten the story about it, of what they really mean, but I have a feeling
It's a charm of some sort.
it just brings back memories. Maybe it's protection. Look how it stands ever watchful.
Or something for good fortune. It is in front of a business as well, so.
If it's for good fortune, do you think it's worked?
Well, they're probably the only ones in town with an iron door.
That isn't...
steel. Oh no, I'm not really good with metal.
It's a metal door still. I don't think there's any other metal doors in town.
If
Either
it is
way,
fortune, I'd say it's working.
if that does indeed represent something, I'll just pay it respect. Anyway, I think this is someone's property, so we'll get moving.
We probably should leave before we get yelled out. If anyone asked, we came here to see if the Forge Master was here.
No, I'll just tell the truth. I'll just say that I thought the charm was beautiful.
It is the truth. I could actually use them. I was given armor and a sword from the Mercenaries Guild, but I don't know. I feel like the sword could be sharper.
I feel like my own skills could be sharper. I just want to get better at everything. Yet there's not enough time in the day. Every day passes by so quickly. These past 10 days feel like months have passed between them.
Good evening.
Evening.
I still don't trust them. We don't know. We don't know if the good ones were. We don't know if the bad actors have all been rooted out. Shakar told me Naraz was dead, but Why don't I believe it?
You just gotta hope that enough of the bad ones are gone that the remaining ones won't try anything, because now they're outnumbered.
I do have to get some protections in place, or just make the effort that just because things have calmed down now that the bathhouse has let down its guard.
Trust me, the bathhouse has not let down their guard. That was the other reason why I joined the Mercenaries Guild. So I had a weapon in case. Not gonna let anything happen to you girls ever again.
I appreciate that deeply. I think it's very noble of you. I think Nodus has run short of true nobility lately. Not the type gained by status and money, but the type shown through action and strength of heart. And I think you've also... I think you and Lily have that both.
I don't think I... She definitely had it though. I'm only trying to make up for my mistakes of not being there when she needed me.
Nobody's come in. Or if there have, there's only been a few people. The other girls have been able to take care of it. I think I'm going to go lie down.
Alright. I'm probably just gonna do little touch-ups that I see and... I don't know. I'll probably just sit out here.
Well, I understand. Thank you for spending time with me.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, probably. Like, would the Ever Apple properties extend the expiration date? Or, you know, make it not
I
expire?
think it would just make it
I don't
taste
know.
like apples.
Some kind of fruit company?
Okay, that's not a bad
Lisa-
thing.
Lisa
Bubba
is
Gump?
not an alchemist. She doesn't know about potions very much, but she's like, hey, I think sometimes here's an idea.
You're
Put
the real
a
bee.
special apple in an already special potion and see what happens.
Potions aren't real.
We can review it tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll see where this nightmare of a Garuk goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were talking about Gerbum just very briefly. Just mentioned he lived out
Really?
at sea. He really did live out at sea. Well, all of us live next to the sea, so it's not that far-fetched. And that was it.
Yeah, no, certainly not.
Certainly not. After all.
The
That's
question is, when did Gerbom lose his hair?
That's a question we don't ask people. So, do you want to hit him with the bottle, or can I have?
I think it was. I think it was when Bartholomew said, "Hey, Gerbum, watch what I can do here." Whoops.
Oh god. So what was I saying right before I disconnected?
That's probably why.
Like
Gosh, he has such a he has such an angry resting face. Like if I say anything and you don't respond, I feel like